Perfect. So now we've got this unreconciled line count down to 0. Now we can move into the underbilling and overbilling. So if we want to find the underbilling, sort by this column once, and it will leave you with this amber color in which it's indicating that we need to increase the count back into our CRM. So we're buying 22, we're selling 20. The recommendation is that we increase that by 2, and understandably, the month-on-month increase is 2 as well. It's sort of what we would expect. So in order to fix this, if you see a little sync icon here, it means that the pushback via API is on. If you do not see that icon and you would like CloudOlive to update the counts within your CRM, come back up to the edit button here and just make sure this button is on here. You do not need any of the others initially to be able to make the updates. So just that one, submit, come back into ESET, and now you will see this. So the way that this works is very simply, the vendor count is saying 22, the CRM is 20 on that specific additional service. Let's make it 22 and push that in. Once that sync happens, the little slider here has gone across. And if I sort the other way now, or another way that I can find all of the errors is this little discrepancy toggle here. Slide that. This brings forward anything that CloudOlive isn't happy with. So underbilling and overbilling are the only 2 lines in this equation. And you see if you sort this once or twice, we'll flip them around. So here we're buying 10, we're selling 30. We can now fix that and push that back. So they're the unit counts done. You'll notice that this still has the underbilling and overbilling here. And that's because we need to pull the data from the relevant CRM back into Autotask. But just before we do that, we may want to have a little scan down and see if the vendor unit cost matches our CRM cost. So sliding that toggle across will leave us with 2 additional lines here. And you can optionally push this back. So in this case, the vendor unit cost is listed as $2 here. Inside of the CRM, it's 5. For this individual service, we may want to update that. And optionally, we can update the sell price at the same time. In this case, I just want the cost price to be reflected inside of our CRM. So I'll push that. And lastly, I'll push that across. Perfect. So if I want to see the newest and the freshest information here, I just want to come over here and click Sync with CRM and OK. And it will take about a minute or so to pull that information back. An email will be sent to you when this has completed. So we've just had a notification here that it's been successfully completed. When this thing completes, one table refresh later or browser refresh, and everything's perfect. There's no discrepancies anymore. Nothing will show. Everything's 0 and 0. And then over here, if you slide that toggle across, there's nothing mismatched anymore. Perfect. So there's generally a school of thought where if you click this button one more time and then just close it out and move it to Reconciled. Reconciled is a status, as is approved, that will no longer update any new counts coming in from your CRM at all. This will now be static, and you'll be able to come back in 3 to 6 months and see this data as is.